So, one thing I found as I began to research for my historical romances is that a lot of what we think of as modern inventions and even modern words really aren't that modern at all. Let's say you're sitting in a coffee shop, enjoying your cafe mocha, and reading in the paper about how the left said this and the right said that. Well, believe it or not, neither the left, nor the right, nor that cafe mocha is new to the last century. Hi, I'm Shana Galen. I'm the author of over 50 historical romances, and I've written a 4-book series featuring the fictional unsung heroines of the League of the Scarlet Pimpernel. It's called The Scarlet Chronicles, and in this video series, I'm taking you on a deep dive into the research that I did for that series. This is part 3 of everything you didn't know you really wanted to know about the French Revolution. Today the topic is, I bet you didn't know that about the French Revolution. If you pay attention to politics, you've probably heard the pundits talking about the left and the right a lot. Those descriptions originated in the French Revolution. During the General Assembly, called by Louis XVI, those who were on the king's side, who favored the rights of the aristocracy, sat on the king's right, and those who favored the rights of the people and a more equal society sat on the king's left. Those seating placements are the origins of the political left and the political right wing today. That cafe mocha that you ordered this morning, you're not alone. Parisians have been adding coffee to chocolate since at least the 1700s. You know what the well-to-do prisoners drank in the Bastille? Coffee with chocolate. In my last video, I spoke about the Bastille. At one time, it probably did house political prisoners who did nothing more than anger the king or look at a nobleman in the wrong way. But by the time of its fall in 1789, the Bastille held only 7 prisoners, all who pretty much deserved to be there. One was the Marquis de Sade, who was moved to an insane asylum before the prison was stormed. In fact, many aspiring writers at the time made an effort to be imprisoned in the Bastille because being able to say that you were a prisoner there gave you a certain cachet and you could make your career out of that. If you had money, your stay in the Bastille didn't have to be unpleasant. A few livres bought furniture, books, pens, paper, a fire, and don't forget that coffee with chocolate. Sometimes truth really is stranger than fiction. In my book, Traitor in Her Arms, Gabrielle and Ramsey attend a ball in a cemetery. I bet you didn't know that during the French Revolution, people held cemetery balls. The attendees would dress like victims from the guillotine, the women sporting shorn hair and red ribbons about their necks, and often wearing guillotine jewelry, like these guillotine earrings. When the music began, a man would approach a woman, he would draw a finger across his throat, she would pretend to fall, and then they would dance as though they were corpses. Fun, right? Well, the kids of the 18th century knew how to even make the French Revolution fun. Join me for part 4 of everything you didn't know you really wanted to know about the French Revolution to learn about the symbols of the French Revolution. And I promise it's way more interesting than it sounds.